Alright guys, so I know it's been a good minute since we've been on camera and been back to the boat. You'll have to forgive me. I'm got a little bit of a cold, so we didn't go away. We just had to take a little bit of a break because of family things. Life happens. Some tragic funeral stuff in our lives, and then a lot of stuff going on, so we just had to stop working on the boat for a little bit. But we do have big changes. Instead of waiting 4 or 5 years to leave, we are leaving next year. So there's going to be a lot of stuff coming, a lot of boat projects, and getting this thing ready, because next November we are planning to take this thing and leave. We'll let you know as we go where we're going. We will probably end up most likely in Florida, and so it's going to be a long trip. Going to be a lot of filming, a lot of things going on. But today's project is this piece of junk. It's coming out and going to the dumpster. I'm going to put a refrigerator there and a countertop there. Then we'll use an induction top on the thing, so we don't really need a gimbal. I know we're going to be at sea some, and all of those things, you know, the waves and rolling. And however, me and Lenny we can't eat much, and we both had surgeries that we just can't eat much. So quick, easy stuff is how we live anyway. It's not like we're going to be cooking full-on meals, and if we do, we can use the grill and all kinds of stuff that we can do. So we really don't have to have the oven or the gimbal stove. And when we are underway, then we can prepare our meals and not have to cook, and just use our stuff at anchor. Or so many gadgets these days, so we'll survive without a gimbal stove. Just makes our lives a little bit simple. Alright, we got this thing out. Get rid of all these old gas lines. Get this cleaned up. I'm gonna take the trim off, because I'm gonna make this flush right here, and then just go ahead and put some trim there, and then where I can put the refrigerator down here. So yeah, more boat projects. Just getting ready to dig into some things, that way we can get this old girl ready to go. We're going to use a lot of solar, and we're going to use a lot of battery power, so it's not going to be any propane on this boat, except for maybe one of the little canisters for a grill or something like that. So that's the reason I'm not worried about it. I will be putting a genset on it, but just one of the quiet Hondas. It's not, we don't need a great big genset for this boat. If we have to use that, then we have to use it. And so that'll be the only gas or anything on the boat, and that'll be stored outside. And because we don't want the fumes, we don't want the smells, we don't none of that, even diesel or gas, whatever. And so everybody knew that the Predator motor was just a temporary fix, and we're going electric with this boat. And I'll be using some lithium servo rack batteries and things like that. That's all coming in the near future, so that we can get ready and go. Got this trim and stuff out of this thing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get a piece of plywood there. You can see it there. I'm going to cut it close, maybe like 1 inch over, and then I'm going to trace this out, because I want it to be perfect. And none of this is square, none of it is in 90-degree angles or any of that. So I think the best idea would be to just get a little bigger, get in there, trace it out. When we're all done, we're going to change the sink, and we're also going to recover this so the crack doesn't bother me that bad. Yep, just hang with us. Alright, got it all cut. I like that a lot better than just trying to measure it all out. Like I said, we're going to recover the top of this. I've got some Western cedar there that I'm going to use for this, just because that's what I had, and do the bracing underneath here, and then put a little front on it, so that way I can slide the little refrigerator here, and we can put an induction top here, or whatever we want to do. and just use it for counter space that way more than anything. I think it's going to turn out pretty good for what we're doing. Alright guys, that's the finished part of the install of the refrigerator. I do have a refrigerator that's down here, and it works pretty good, but we wanted a little bit extra, so that's where we decided to put it, get rid of that natural gas stove. We're going to use an induction top. Like I was saying before, we don't eat a lot. We both had surgeries, and you know, we really like, and there's so many gadgets now, air fryers and all that, and this boat's going to be electric. I'm going to use servo rack batteries and an inverter. We're going to put a generator on it, and like we were saying, our life changed when my sister passed. I've got to get closer to my parents, and so they wanted so much money to move this boat to Florida, because that's where we're going. And while everyone has the health, we're going to take it around. We're going to take a year off, and we're going around through the canal, up through the islands, and all the way to Florida. And we're going to start that next year. So there's a lot to do to this boat. This boat is nowhere near ready for a voyage like that, and just doing little projects at a time. I was having a problem with the bimini. It was, you know, flopping. It didn't have enough support. So I used PVC. I know a lot of you would have used stainless, but my solar's going above it, and it's not really going to be in the sun or any of that, and I want this to last for a year. That's it. And when I get to Florida, I'll do a refit. But I'm not paying $25,000 to get a boat moved. I can take the year off to do that. And so, but the thing is we wanted the adventure anyway, and it's going to get started. We got a lot to do, but for all you guys that's hung in there, just we want to thank you for watching our videos, and you know, subscribing and liking and the commenting, even though some of them we don't agree with, but that's all right. Just keep doing it, and we're just relaxing this weekend and doing what we can get done on this boat.
Hi guys, thanks for joining and watching all of our videos and sticking with us through all this chaos of ours. We have more videos to come. Hang in there.